Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Awfully glad to have you. As I always am. I hope you're doing well. Staying safe. Washing your hands. Hang on one second here. Okay, there we go. So, I'm going to give you a quick summary of what happened last stream. Since Kit wasn't sure if she saw it or not. We got a lead from the former boss of Flowers, of Flores. Yeah, the lady with the bear. Do you remember the lady with the bear? She gave us a lead. And we went to talk to this lead, and apparently he had information, but he wasn't willing to give it to us for free. We had to get him a untrackable car, a goodly chunk of credits, and fake IDs. And so we go on a quest to find these things, and along the way we pick up those dumb punks, those Team Skull grunts. That we caught running off with the data cache. And in exchange for, to make amends for trashing Hayden's apartment, they agree to help us get fake IDs. In order to get fake IDs, we have to trade with a shady guy who wants an anime poster. So we have to go to the Housey bar.
Don't take it the wrong way, Turin. You might even already be aware of this after talking to folks involved.
Shut up, Tomcat! Tomcat, I'm talking! Anyway, we trade a poster for the IDs. We get the money as on loan from Melody. Interestingly, it gives us the option to pick Fairchild or Melody to get the loan from, and I'm like, haha! Not you, Fairchild. So we don't do that. And we get the untraceable car by... How did we get the untraceable car again? Oh yeah! At the bar. Apparently Majid used to do that sort of stuff, but doesn't anymore. But his husband still does, but it's a secret. Shh. He had to help keep the bar afloat. His husband doesn't know. Shh, don't tell him. But, Gus gives us the things to jack a car, but it's not really carjacking, because the car is set to return in a week to the spot where we found it. So that's cool. It's kind of like car borrowing? Anyway, the stream before that was the one where we broke into an apartment and there was a dead body and a robot that didn't know there was a dead body. Now we've reconvened at our house and Tomcat is here. Tomcat broke into our house the same way that Turing did and was just standing there waiting for us when we woke up. Oh right, the information that we got from the guy was that it was all about Hayden's research. We got his files and something Parallax was planning something big that was gonna basically take over the meshnet, and all their previous tests of it their previous test run of it had become not self-aware, but it had self-modifying code and was making it so that it could basically get around the system. And so when they found that out, they axed it, but now they're going through with this one?
Hayden wanted to make a machine system that could contain human-like intelligence. And even just from his notes, his programming work is, well, it's something else. Elegant. Artful.
Also, Turing is concerned that the more that they get to know Hayden as a person and not as the one who made, Hayden dealing with me, Turing, and Hayden dealing with other people, Turing's like, the more I learn about Hayden, the less I think I like Hayden. Because apparently Hayden decommissioned Turing's previous, his big sister, so to speak, because he was concerned that she was being a suck-up on purpose to avoid being deleted. When really not, she was just nice.
I'm just a kid banging on pots and pans compared to him. Looking at his notes about my interfacing between your AI core and the Lips OS, I barely managed to duct tape the two together at a level he'd approve of. But
anyway, I would recommend checking it out.
Here.
The recording, because there's some good stuff.
What I'm trying to say is, he didn't write your code, Tony. No one did.
You already heard this part. I saved after this.
Hayden wrote a program that automatically generates a new machine intelligence based off of the hardware profiles the system is installed on.
Melody mentioned something about that. What does that mean?
What happens if we're mean about this?
Exactly. Assuming we can get our hands on Turing's original source code, we could generate new machine intelligences as we please. You wouldn't be the only one anymore, Turing.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal.
I hardly know what to say.
But once you consider the stuff I found in the research, it gets a damn sight more complicated.
Does it now?
Stuff about Big Blue and Parallax's planned launch.
Big Blue was the project that I was talking about. The one that was gonna change everything. I like how Tomcat pronounces Turing as well.
Vincent speculated that Hayden's research into me would have interfered with the launch. And that's why they...
Hey buddy, it's okay.
Turing.
Turing.
That's why someone had him killed.
The potential for wrongdoing with an AI like Big Blue is almost beyond belief. Even if I don't go into all the crooked shit the people running Parallax could pull off with it. I mean, you're built different, Turing. Your personality profile would degrade pretty quickly outside your original hardware, so we don't gotta worry too much about you going haywire, right? But Big Blue ain't got that limitation. If it decides to go off the rails, well, we'd be screwed faster than a rabbit in spring. Good and proper.
How likely is that?
I'd say it's inevitable. Guaranteed. In fact, in a sense, it's already happened.
What?
Their prototype build. Baby Blue. I'm almost certain it's loose on the mesh.
Big Blue is the project that Parallax was building, that they were planning to launch, and we suspected that's why Hayden was killed, because his research would interfere with it. You might want to wiki it if you're wanting more details on it. But it's a big and shady as hell AI project. Not as a competitor. They wanted to. I mean, they saw him, I suppose, as a bit of a competition, that his research might put a wrench in what they were doing. I can't remember the fine details of why I've slept since then. I'm sorry.
The research notes on the project show clearly and with certainty that the test AI was shut down once it tried fiddling with the data on the meshnet in the hope that it would increase its chances of survival.
Yeah. So, like, the Baby Blue, which was the original test run they did of Big Blue, started changing things on the meshnet. It was an AI that sort of was integrated into the meshnet and could self-correct and change itself and stuff like that. And it began changing articles on the meshnet and things like that to make them more pro-AI, more pro, well, as it says, I would hope that it would increase its chances of survival. It began tampering with the data to increase its likelihood of surviving.
I guess it didn't think that doing scary shit like that would get it turned off. But that was almost a year ago.
Vincent told us about all of this too.
Well, I think Baby Blue is the bugger that was changing all those articles on the mesh to be pro-parallax or at least anti-human revolution.
Surely it didn't kill him. I don't know if it killed him. Unless it's the rogue AI, which it might be.
Do you think Baby Blue had anything to do with the attacks on Nanya, Shitaro, Charlie, and Zin?
Hey, buddy, it's gonna be alright.
I don't know. We can't rightly rule it out. It might have found an agent in the real world to keep its existence secret, but I doubt it.
Yeah, that's true. The truck had no driver, but actually, it wasn't AI piloted. That's the thing. It's like there was no driver at all. It wasn't like an auto cab like they have here. It was just there was nobody in it at all, which could suggest that there was some sort of AI somehow controlling it that wasn't registered with the system.
Killing people is messy as hell, and it runs against its apparent goal of convincing the public that AI ain't scary. I think we have a third party trying to clean it all up. And my money is on someone from Parallax. Whoever took out Hayden. I'll bet they're in full damage control mode now. We already know they don't care who gets hurt.
So, how does this tie back to Turing? I mean, might as well.
I think we gotta do something to stop the launch of Big Blue. It's too dangerous. I don't want a company like Parallax in sole control of the most powerful machine intelligence on the planet. Do you?
Not really.
If we can get Hayden's original source code for Turing and
my
upload it
tummy
onto the
grumbles.
mesh through Parallax's server core,
I gotta eat dinner after this. Put Turing into this Parallax's server core? Like, put it into the mesh?
we can turn every single ROM into a sapient individual.
Whoa. Whoa.
That'll stop Big Blue from being able to become the monolithic threat we're scared of. We could also upload a patch for every ROM to prevent Big Blue's reach from using their resources. Without the ability to control all ROMs, Big
Robot
Blue
rights!
loses its ultimate power.
And I wouldn't be alone anymore. There would be millions.
Aw, I like the way the music fills out.
hundreds of millions of ROMs just like me.
Well, you're cutting edge of ROM tech, Turin. Most of today's ROMs wouldn't be quite as smart or capable, but if I do it right, the code should propagate across the mesh to all future ROM activations. It'll be a self-sustaining thing.
This sounds kind of far-fetched. I know this is a weird point to have my suspension of disbelief challenged here, but
You'll be in good company soon enough.
It's a big decision. We're talking about the metaphorical singularity. The point of no return. Is it okay for us to make this decision for the entire world?
We don't have any other choice. This is gonna happen, one way or another. Either Parallax gets to control the debut of worldwide machine intelligence, or we let the ROMs control themselves.
yeah, there we go. That's what it was. Because they wanted to have it be, have their world, their machine intelligence be the thing, and Turing being machine intelligence that's more human, I suppose. It ties back into that, why they were seeing him as a threat.
What do you think?
What do I think? Ooh. What do you want to go with, gang? Up to Turing. Alright. Up to you, Turing. Only you know if the world is ready.
I'm not sure I'm up for that kind of responsibility,
Yeah, I had a feeling you might not be. I'm sorry for putting that on you.
but I think that even if it is a shock for the world, there's no time like the present.
That's the spirit.
Despite all the political back and forth over hybrids and brain-controlled androids, the world is becoming more and more comfortable with the idea of non-human people. If we let Parallax dictate how the very first machine intelligence is introduced, who knows how long it'll be before an AI like me can be integrated into society normally. Well, whether the world is ready for AI or not, we're here to stay.
Yeah.
I might as well throw my chips in for my own side. Let's do this! On our terms, not theirs.
Yeah!
Yes. I love nothing more than a little anarchy.
It does have a certain poetic justice, does it not? Parallax removed Hayden to protect their project from his creation, and now I, his creation, will bring their project down. Just for what's right. Perhaps after all ROMs are sapient, I will be able to convince them to cut off Parallax's access to the mesh as a data collection tool entirely. Paying them back double indeed.
I like the way you think, Turin. First things first, we need to get our hands on Turin's source code. The research notes we've gotten so far are helpful, and it's given me an idea how to spread a little bit of Turin all over the place, but they don't actually have Hayden's programs. I can't replicate them myself, so we'll have to steal them.
Thankfully, we have the best hacker in Neo SF right here.
Don't you make me blush now. We can get the source code from one of Parallax's secondary data centers.
Why was Turing's data on the Parallax's server? Like, why do they have it?
It's probably stored in a couple of different places, but I already have one in mind. I've done a little groundwork already, but I'm gonna need physical access to do my thing.
I suppose that's us. We can do that for you. But I kinda wanna... Like, it seems like a kind individual. Breaking and entering. Alright, you got it.
You're a peach, hon. I've got a couple of ideas on how to get y'all in, but I think we're gonna need to mostly play it by ear. We should do it soon, though. First thing this morning. Guard shift don't change until 8 when the office opens, so they'll be sleepy and distracted. Once y'all have done that, I think I can incorporate the code into a custom firmware update that'll wake any ROM it's installed on. I'll have to upload it, physically, to Parallax's main server farm. And that's on Treasure Island.
Treasure Island!
From there, the ROMs will install like a normal patch from the company. So, don't set anything on fire right away, you hear? It'll be a pain to get into the main complex otherwise.
That sounds like a workable plan. I hope you don't mind if I take a short walk, Tomcat. I know I gave the go-ahead on this, but I still need to think a few things through for myself.
Sure thing, doll. I'll hash out a rough plan by the time you get back. Call us if you need anything.
Thank you. I won't be long.
Well, I guess I should say thanks for helping out.
Yeah, no problem.
But I kinda need to get something off my chest.
Alright.
I'm actually glad Turing went out. They're a bit naive, and I'm not sure they'd really understand. There's enough shit to worry about without me piling more on top.
Okay.
I don't even know where to start.
I guess at the beginning? Take your time.
The beginning. Yeah, okay. So, the truth is, I'm not from North Carolina. I
What?
visited my gramps there.
What a twist!
I'm California born and raised. Napa Valley. Over the years, it's kind of grown into a community of wealthy old folk who like things and people who don't change. My parents were no exception, and I was a little too different for their tastes. It was hard growing up with them.
I don't know, the accent's still there.
They never gave me too much hell, but things were tense. Especially after my sister Catherine moved out. Eventually, she was set up securely in Neo SF, and she offered to let me live with her until I got out of school. I think my parents were a little relieved to see me out. I was ecstatic to be free of them. I worshipped the ground my sister walked on. And that was before I found out what she did for a living. She was flashy and colorful and a whirlwind of activity. And she was a brilliant hacker. She was Tomcat. She let me learn at her feet, and once I was good enough, folded me into her little coup of crackers hell-bent on changing the world. She's the one who orchestrated the original hack on Parallax, exposing to the world the holes in their original meshnet security.
Dang, yo.
I was just along for the ride. She always knew she would get caught, though. How could she not? Parallax was one big Goliath, and she flinged a stone square in their face. She was looking at serious jail time, and willing to eat it to do what we all thought was right. But it just wasn't right. It wasn't fair for her to throw her life away, and I couldn't let her. She was always better at software than hardware, so I rigged all of our computers to self-destruct. When the feds showed up at our door, all of our server farms were already up in smoke. I gave them quite a fireworks show. Before she could stop me, I turned myself in as Tomcat and took credit for the whole job.
Huh.
She tried to talk me out of it, but without the physical evidence, they couldn't prove she had anything to do with it. It's all right, though. It was for the best. I figured I'd just get a year of juvie. I'd be back out in no time. No big deal, right? Especially when compared to the time that she'd have been jailed for as an adult. And so, I waited patiently. I cooked up so many ideas on how I was gonna make it up to her. I knew she must have blamed herself. But before I ever got out, there was an accident. An auto cab hit my sister. She died on impact, and that was it.
Damn.
It's hard, blaming yourself when things go wrong because you did something right. I took her sentence so that she could have a life, and instead, not being in jail killed her. If I had just let her take the blame. I can't stop thinking about how she'd still be here.
Tomcat.
And no matter what I told myself, in my heart, I couldn't believe it was just an accident. Do you know how rare it is for those things to hit a human?
Angry face.
Someone knew who she was. Someone knew what she did, and someone wanted to make sure she would never do it again. So I became Tomcat. I've spent years trying to find information inside Parallax to prove someone inside the company called a hit on my sister. Failing that, I've been trying to find a way to bring them down the way she always wanted. Catherine was... If you had met her, just for a moment, you would understand. She was everything I could ever want to be. But over time, that little bot has grown on me. Maybe you have too.
Wink wonk. I don't understand this. Sure, but they still killed Hayden. What does that have to... What is that... What do you mean, but? That should just be like, and. Like, not only are they terrible, they also killed Hayden. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water. Whoa. stay hydrated. Will stopping Big Blue burn us?
Most likely. But I've already set things up, so I take the fall again, if need be.
Tomcat!
Turing is an innocent in all of this, and they'll need you to help shepherd all the new ROMs. I'm more expendable.
Tomcat!
If I can help take down Big Blue, maybe even Parallax itself, then I'm willing to go back to jail. I just wanted to get that all off my chest.
Damn.
My sister, she'd smack me if she knew I've been holding this grudge. I'm trying to learn to forgive myself. Still, I won't let her go unavenged. We're so close to bringing them all to justice. I know she'd be proud. I know if she were here, she'd be right next to us, helping until the end. I've been carrying all this for so long, and I finally feel like I'm getting somewhere. Thanks for hearing me out. I hope we can really do this.
Friends,
Yo.
I've returned.
Excellent.
I'm ready.
Good. We've wasted enough time already.
Yeah, the accent was there was no accent at the very last bit. It was kind of weird. Don't like that!
I've marked the location of the data center on your map. You'll have to go in and get the source code mostly on your own, but I'll load on some programs that'll give you an edge.
We'll do our best, Tomcat. But what happened to your accent?
Yeah, it's kind of weirded me out.
Oh, don't you worry about that. It comes and goes like a vagabond kitty.
Okay.
Now get going, you two. I have lots of code to write, and you have a lot of data to download. Stay in touch.
Of course, Tomcat. Thank you again.
Turing, you sweet, innocent child.
Don't worry about it, hun. We've all been hurt by Parallax. It's about time we hurt him back. Good luck.
Oh, we're back here again. Who knew a Parallax data center operated on the same KCOB coalition block as Augmented Eye all along? I'm certain it's all a coincidence, but it's unsettling being back here. It's the nasty kind of coincidence that makes you look for plots where there are none. The building we're looking for is over there, to the left. We should try to finesse our way in. We don't want to alert Parallax to our actions before we make our main assault on their server complex. It's awful what happened. I can't help but wonder if all of this senseless loss of life could have been avoided had we done something differently.
Yeah.
No, I know. It's not really our fault. Just, I wish things had happened differently. It's starting to sink in that I'll never see Hayden again. And even then, this is so much bigger than him now. I want to know who's responsible, but I don't want what happened to Zinn and the others to be in vain.
It kind of felt like that even before we knew this. You know, like, I think a lot of times whenever you see them talk, a Southern person speaking entirely in similes, it is because they're trying to stress the point that they're Southern.
At this point, stopping Parallax from seeing their plans through is more important than the truth of who is actually at the helm.
If that's what you think is best.
Maybe, maybe not. I've made up my mind, though.
Got anything to say about these trees? Nope, okay. Wait, what?
According to the meshnet, the cost...
No. Okay, so it is the same thing before. I didn't remember the word blackout, so I wanted to see it again. He is pretty idle for someone that is probably on the clock. His uniform has the logo of a lesser-known maintenance team from out in the Soma district.
I wish I actually had something to work on right now, but it is what it is. I service all the electrical work on this entire block. I wish I actually had something to work on.
A grungy maintenance truck is parked out in front of the building. From the looks of it, its cluttered insides contain a solution to any possible breakdown or malfunction. This old-timer truck seems like it's on its last wheels and squeezing out its last drops of usefulness.
We don't need to mess with that.
Don't tell me what to do.
We can't steal the truck.
Why not, Turing?
We don't need to mess with that.
Can I talk to the truck? You start with a nice enough discussion, but soon the truck rolls up asking if it looks ugly in this paint color, and if you could maybe get it an oil change and a new tire, and have you ever heard of window cleaner? This isn't a maintenance truck, it's a high maintenance truck! Better drop the conversation before this relationship gets too committed. Thank you for letting me talk to automobiles, game. Despite the new SF chill, the firm seems to be healthy. I've already looked at those before, so there's nothing new to see. It is just like Parallax to have a main entrance identical to the KCOB door, except compromised of a slightly rippled type of glass to make it subtly makes it appear fancier.
Sorry, this building isn't open to the public. If you're looking for the offices where we hold interviews, that's over on Bush and Leavenworth. But you may want to wait till after the holidays. I don't think anyone's around till 2065.
Well, let's go. We need some way past that receptionist. Perhaps we can make ourselves appear to be here on more official business somehow, like we're on duty.
Are we gonna mug that maintenance man?
No one ever tries to stop you if you look like you belong.
The gray stains on his jumpsuit seem far too conveniently placed. Did he purposely apply them to make him appear more mechanic-y?
Oh, there's a maintenance uniform.
So now we can
Good
steal.
thinking. If you were wearing that...
Hey! What do you think you're doing? Get out of there.
Sorry, mister. Oh, drat. We'll have to find a way to distract him or we'll never get our disguise. I hate to cause civil disorder again, but he doesn't seem to be too occupied with fixing anything. Maybe we should find a way to keep his hands... Let's look around.
Alright. Yeah, one of the receptionists recognized, but you'd think. Can I taste this sign? Yes!
Yikes! That was flashier than I expected. Hurry! We don't want to be caught standing here.
He's busy now, after a little guidance.
Oh, cripes. The damn sign shattered again? Casio in their cheap-ass glass.
They should let us right past now. Great idea. Oh, grab that clipboard, the very symbol of bureaucratic authority.
You just sound vaguely like Jolie Wheeler.
Hey, what's going on outside? I thought I heard a bang.
Transformer overloaded. Nothing to worry about.
Huh? Yeah, okay. Are you new? Not sure I've seen you around here before.
I've got a forgettable face! I mean, that's not wrong. We were literally just in here like minutes ago. Can we pick that one? Can we?
Well, I'll need to see your badge. This is a secure building.
We could use the parallax badge. We do have Hayden's badge, or not Hayden's, shoot, I just forgot his name. The guy who we got the car and stuff for. Vincent, yes, we have Vincent's badge. And it should still be active for who knows how long.
What? That clearly isn't you in that picture.
Oh, it's got a picture on it, damn.
You aren't supposed to be here, are you? Stay right there and don't move.
Quick, and do something!
Oh snap, am I gonna freaking tase this guy?
Stop what you're doing!
Let's get out of here. Run! We blew it!
I'm kinda curious how this
Won't
pans
be
out
able
now.
to recover my source code.
Game over.
I don't know what to do now. I guess it's over.
I wasn't slow, I didn't do it on purpose. I could have done it. I wanted to see what happened. I want to see where this QR code goes. I didn't either, but now we know. Let me scan this code. It goes to Mid-Boss Games website. I mean, I was reluctant to tase the man, but also I wanted to see what happened.
Hey, what's going on outside? I thought I heard a bang. Huh? Yeah, okay. Well, I'll need to see your badge. This is a secure building. Guess not. Whatever. Maybe get some coffee before you bite someone else's head off?
Let's move.
Might have also worked if we had told him we were new, because we might not have had a badge yet. Might have been able to play that angle.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go on through before I change my mind.
I like your purple lipstick. Matches your hair. The purple pillar periodically pulses in a needlessly ominous way. What are all the lights and pipes for? Is this thing connected to a network? Or is it just for show? Alas, the colorful gateway to supreme knowledge does not open up. The texture of the pillar is fascinating, but the wires bulge out in a creepy way. Gotta look at everything. An unbelievable gleam radiates from the surface of the front desk. What did they use to polish this? Amidst the blinding sheen of the desk, the Parallax logo serves as the blissfully shaded oasis for those that want to observe a desk without going blind. There's a bit of fun to be found in smudging the desk's pristine surface with your handprint, but wait, how did that disappear so quickly? This must be one of those mythical, truly stainless desks. The kind only heard of in whispers at the most secret of elite housekeeping meetings. Promotional slides and ads for Parallax dot the curved screens, all adorned with irregular, happy faces participating in stock, carefully choreographed activities. Montages of pictures soon give way to logos and generic branded messages. They all repeat within minutes. Even the slightest chance of being sucked into the torturous depths of the calculated focus group tested hell of infomercial stars that the screen displays stays your hand. The flesh of the living should be nowhere near this curved wall of marketing demons. Parallax knows you. It knows your family. It knows your friends. There's nothing new here in terms of data collection. Parallax has a specific, distinct style. Anyone familiar with the hash design will recognize it commonly in their products. Unfortunately, the biometrics in the door require a different kind of card key from Benson's badge.
Well, we got past the receptionist, but we still don't possess the credentials to bypass this door that they expect us to have. Let me take a look.
I mean, you're saying that all out loud. I hope you're whispering it real quiet like.
This is an INSEC Model 1385 automatic security and fire door. Voice controls, biometric scanning, and remote user access. I would have went with the 1355. No voice controls, but still a nice unit. I think I can bypass this. Maybe not as easily as your apartment door, but easily enough.
Keep my door
Distract the
bright.
receptionist for a moment, could you? They aren't formidable on their own, per se. It's their ability to call security at any moment that we should fear.
Ah.
You need something?
Could you check your cameras and see if any were blown by the surge? That seemed like the most recent one. Hey, buddy! How's it going? Come on. Hey, that's a good boy.
Sure, give me a second. Huh? Did you hear that?
Nope.
Something else must be on the fritz. Anyway, the cameras are all fine. Let me know if you need anything else.
Thanks.
There, we're in.
That cute
Clock's
little hop.
ticking. We should be able to use one of the terminals here, and I'll be able to crack the local security myself. However, I need the password to get on the network and find where the source code lies. According to anecdotal evidence on the mesh, humans do have difficulty remembering their passwords and often place reminders for themselves. Maybe there's a clue somewhere nearby.
Oh yeah, Parallax Secret Santa. Well, there's the password right there.
There it is. Good eye. I thought that would have been harder.
Yeah, they just have it rolling on a big screen. I guess because pub crawl costume party. Ah, yeah. I guess since all the employees use this.
The password is...
You didn't read it out loud. Does that mean I need to write it down? I don't have a pen, Turing. There's a cat on my lap, Turing. May 716 SW821. Very complex setup of monitors surrounds the desk. Do there need to be monitors on the ceiling? Neat! There's a virtual ROM desktop body on this system. It looks so bored.
The password is...
I wanted to talk about the holiday updates. Although it's a touchscreen, it probably scans to only grant access to employees' fingerprints. Best not to try. Other images scroll through. Company news, a place called Pub Crawl. I'll have to check it out sometime. The urge to tap on the giant screen is mighty, but you hold one hand down with the other. According to the name plaque, this desk belongs to one AP. There are many desks like it, but this one is theirs. Unsurprisingly, this desk bears remarkable resemblance to all the others in the office, as if they were purchased from the same manufacturer or something. Imagine that. The legs of the desks are welded to the floor. Sadly, there will be no high-pitched metal-on-metal screeching sound. Try to contain your disappointment. Try to touch everything, learning things.
Please. I know it's tempting, but we really don't have the time. This could be our chance. Give it your all.
I think he was being sarcastic.
I said no!
Let me talk to the desk, Turing! I'm gonna go talk to this desk!
I said no!
Damn, Turing! Nothing here except work equipment, an unlock station, and open air. Possible signs of a workaholic, which Parallax probably rewards. We haven't saved in a little bit. I can save again. Shifting anything even slightly causes a thick layer of dust to reveal itself quite loudly. This desk hasn't been cleaned in months. This despite Parallax's usually pristine corporate tidiness.
Perfect! This will be the terminal we use.
All the symbols and graphs look like hieroglyphs to you, but it has a nice screensaver. Ooh, a ROM in development. An idle ROM sits beneath the massive production device. It appears to be missing something in its middle section. This unit is completely shut off. Not even a single background program is running. This is not rest mode. ROM is utterly inactive and non-functional, like an adorable robot paperweight.
If you were missing an abdomen, you might not want to be poked at either.
That's fair.
I said no!
Turing won't let me talk to anything! Jeez. An orange swivel chair sits in an empty desk, almost begging you to spin around in it. No matter how high the pay or fancy the office is, a healthy supply of hella fun swivel chairs is always needed to relieve tension.
Well, no one's around, I suppose. Go ahead.
Yeah! 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 Temptation to sit and spin is just too great. The world now becomes a blur as you squeal in delight. Thank you, Turing. No one can spin just once on one of these things. After a few moments of rest, the quest for euphoric dizziness resumes. Your ID has a picture of your face, but the chair makes friends with lower places. Oh wait, you're sitting on my cord. Let me lift you up real quick. There we go. Biscuits? That sounds delicious. We are inside of the Parallax building. Got the passcode from off the wall here, and we are going to break in to their data center. Let's see, show it a second time. It doesn't need to know your name either. It's just happy to be here. Turing wouldn't let us talk to the computers or the desks or the chairs, but it did let us. They did let us spin around to the chairs. So that's another thing to add to your list of Beckett being a small child. Oh, that was probably why we were cheering, is because the game let us spin in the chair.
It's asking for the password. Go ahead and plug it in.
It needs to be capital letters. I imagine it's case sensitive. M-A-7-1. Oh, I can just type it. That's much easier.
That's it. We're in. Tomcat gave me an icebreaker program that will keep the VIs off of us while we search. I've had plenty of time to go over Hayden's data cache files, so I have a good idea of what I'm looking for.
Let's find that source code.
We have plenty of time before someone will think something is wrong. Just play it safe. Okay, I managed to get all the surface level data. Shoot! The VI stopped me halfway in. We've been noticed, but not caught. Alright, although I was able to get a decent chunk of my source code, there's still a lot of it that's behind some heavy security. The VIs want authentication with some sort of glyph. Let me load it up. Key ID. I see. It wants us to combine different glyphs to create a full image.
Ah, damn, that thing on the door.
I have to keep the icebreaker going so we don't get discovered. You'll have to handle this part. Just study the prompt glyph that appears on the right side and click the correct squares to recreate it with different parts.
I thought I was gonna have to remember the doors from earlier. It's like, oh shit.
It looks like there's 5 locks we need to break through within 180 seconds.
No pressure.
This is our one chance to capture my full source code. This is make or break it.
Deep red.
I believe in you. It's your time to shine.
Future captcha.
Ready? I'm starting it. Here we go.
Okay. This one. This one. This one.
Come on.
Come on. Oh shit, it changed to a new one. I thought it was gonna make a sound. It didn't.
We got this. Let's go. You can do it. I know you can. So close. Hurry.
Okay, hang on.
Keep trying. Just click the Let's keep trying. We can crack.
I'll get it. Don't worry. There we go. Yeah, it changes each time.
Here's all of Hayden's source files for my code. And done downloading. Let's get out of here before someone notices
Wonder
us.
what it feels like to be holding your own DNA.
Let me call Tomcat and let them know we got the code.
Should we take this outfit off first?
Hey, Turn, did you get everything?
We did. I'm transmitting the files to you now.
Great. I can work with this. I should be able to whip up a mass AI awakening easily enough.
Okay, sure. I guess that's true. If you spit in your hand until you play
It's gonna take me a little time, though, so you should spend the next few hours preparing to head into the Parallax server core on Treasure Island.
Very true.
That should be all done before nightfall.
I don't relish the idea of going in on this alone. Perhaps we could spend this time to gather together our allies, see if they're willing to take such a leap of faith with us.
As fun as it would be watching you go full Yukino on them, Turin, I agree. Maybe you could whip up some kind of distraction for the authorities to focus on? Buy you some time?
It's settled then. We'll go talk to Chad, Oliver, and Jess now. I'm sure we could have them all fake a human revolution protest turned riot. The police are watching those demonstrations like hawks.
Are you sure we could get Jess to do that? Are you sure we could get Jess to do that, Turing? Jess, who hates the human revolution with all of her might? You sure we can get her to fake that? And yes, it sounds like secretly a bit of a weeb.
That That should keep everyone busy enough and give us cover so we can do whatever we need to do.
I think that it might be that Yukino might be more of a mainstream as far as weeb goes. So it's like low-key weeb. You know?
My first instinct
She could
is
be a
to ask
counter-protester
Detective
sort of
Rivers
fight.
as
True.
well, but I do not want to force her into an untenable conflict of interest. I'll run some more simulations to see if we should talk to anyone else.
Sounds like you have it under control. Once you've gotten everyone together, head to the old storm drain entrance near the Parallax building. I've been studying the plans between waiting for code to compile, and it looks like the best way past the exterior security measures is through there. You'd have to be a darn fool to try and wade through the water, but security is lighter than... It's light.
I'm not sure I can play the fool, but I have a friend here for whom stubbornness is a job skill.
Hey, thanks, Turin.
We'll call you when we're on site.
Good. Tomcat out.
I'll message ahead to everyone and mark their current locations on your map. Start thinking about who our best allies have been and how we might convince them to help.
Oops. Clipboard got just cuz. Put it back! Not officially yours. Put it back! Why are we just stealing this? This disc holds a lot of Hayden's research. Vincent's old Parallax employee badge. Oh, I guess it does have a picture on it.
I don't see anything else useful we can use in there, unless you want to repair some monitors.
Oh, cripes. The damn...
Hey, dweebs. Hang on, let's go inside. Ramona, will you join our revolution?
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays! Now what kind of hassy can I get you?
The bot's not here. Where's the bot?
I had to get the hassy bot the day off. Neo SF law.
This is a future CD. Actually, it doesn't even say it's a CD, it just says a data disk. And it looks like it's like a little chip sort of thing, rather than a CD. Just judging by the outline of it, it's got those little bits, you see, right there. Hassy business is booming. Ramona must work really hard.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays!
That's all you got to say to me?
Are you sure you don't want another passy before you leave?
How's it sinking?
Yes, how are you?
Busy. We were hoping we could enlist your aid again.
Y'all need some more fake IDs or something? Or maybe some third-hand VR dramas?
Oh yeah, other things that were confirmed last time was that Chad here is the son of the head of this branch of the Human Revolution. And his dad's not home very much, and he's like, "Yo, Turing, that's messed up about your pops. Don't worry, we'll do anything we can to help you." I hope the Turing in your game imprints Hassie too, please. Please.
Third hand?
Yeah, like, you know, guy I know found them when they fell off the back of a truck.
I thought VR dramas were distributed primarily over the mesh.
Like, I hope that they've thought of that. If they haven't, pitch it to them.
Ignore him. I made the mistake of convincing him to watch some turn-of-the-century mobster movies with me. I regretted it instantly.
Hey, I really like that one with the dude from Montana in it. Whatever. So what'd you jerks need? Since apparently my VR dramas ain't good enough.
Well, we're going to be engaging in some more activity of dubious legality. We were wondering if you wouldn't mind helping create a distraction to keep the police out of the way.
Y'all gonna go hit those parallax bastards that did your dad in?
Dude, we didn't tell you that he died.
Yes, actually, that was surprisingly accurate.
He's smarter than he pretends to be. Do you have a plan in mind already?
We just need Chad there to do what comes naturally. How do you want to phrase this? Alright.
I am a man of many talents.
Name 2.
I'm super good at claw machines, and I can fit an entire hot dog in my mouth at once, with bun.
I'm sorry I asked.
We just need you to gather a bunch of, like-minded individuals.
Well, it seems like Turing is taking it on himself or themselves to film in.
Bring them to Market and Powell. We want you to start a fake riot with all the other folks we gather, so the police will mobilize there.
As much as we'd like to.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
You've done all right by us.
Okay, thanks.
I'm even almost sorry we sprayed up that dude's apartment. I know we're all squared up already, but BitBrain here is good people. So we'll call this a freebie, yeah? Between friends.
Oh, we're friends! Friends! Hug?
I got some dudes I can call. They like to party hard too. We'll show those coppers how we do it in the OSF.
Thank you, Starfucker.
You did it, Turing! You called him by his name.
You called me it. Cool.
I guess we're in.
Sorry, Oliver.
Hopefully we'll be able to stay out of juvie. We need a little more time to make the calls. I'll message you when we're ready to move.
Hey, Turing, swear, cuss.
Hey! You need a call sign, Oliver! Can't do spy shit like this without a good name!
Not a bad idea. What about Megane-kun?
You tremendous weeb!
Oh man, not more anime crap.
It's not any worse than Starfucker.
It's so basic.
Only 'cause you ain't a star yet.
Chad! We haven't even... Ugh.
You two are cute!
We'll be off to make those calls now.
Yay!
Right, Chad?
Yeah, sure, Ollie. Whatever you say.
We'll be in touch.
Smell you later!
These idiots. I love them.
Well, on to the next thing, I guess.
They got a really
I
good
do
dynamic.
have to say,
Yeah.
I can't tell if the mating rituals of human teenagers are endearing or disgusting.
A little bit of both. Will Turing find love? They are teenagers, yes. They are good kids.
Despite our first impressions, I'll agree with you.
Hmm.
I hope we haven't forced them into a bad situation. That aside, let's get going. We shouldn't keep Jess waiting any longer. Assuming you like your limbs in their current configuration.
I do, thanks.
What is going on?
Detective Rivers, we weren't expecting.
Yeah, I bet you weren't. Ugh, just cut the crap, please. Do you even realize how big of a hornet's nest you kicked when you knocked over that data center?
Knock up data center?
I'm assuming that was you, yeah? My superior came and yanked me away from all my work on Hayden as soon as we got the call. Told me it was politically unwise to keep digging. That's bullshit doublespeak, meaning ass covering for the corporate overlords. So now I'm officially grounded, and I know there's something you're not telling me. Don't try to hide it. I probably could have been more useful all along if you'd loop me in.
Don't be a dick! Okay. We'll spill.
We're sorry for keeping you in the dark. We found out that Hayden has been killed by someone inside Parallax, and we are now on the move to stop them from doing worse.
Wait, what? I was hoping you were about to tell me that all this was just some ruse to win yourself a Pulitzer.
Is it about justice or the truth? Why not both? Oh, he's got his hand on the keyboard. What sort of message will he write? He's not actually pressing any of the letters.
What happened to bringing the people who killed
Pressure on
to
Zekrom.
justice?
Choose wisely. Tell me the truth about these headphones.
And I'm betting that raiding the data center was only step one in your two-step plan to really get in trouble, yeah? All right then. I'm in.
Yeah! You could lose your badge, but she's already said she's in, so I don't think we need to remind her of that fact. She's already well aware. Do we just roll with it? Also, was Turing admonishing us for saying truth instead of justice?
Someone has to keep you from getting yourself killed. Your sister would never forgive me, and we just started talking again. Besides, I'm occasionally fond of you as well.
Shucks.
So, screw the badge. I'm tired of being a corporate pawn shoved around by whomever has the deepest pockets. I got into this job to help people, and I've done too damn little of that lately.
Your shoulder pads are really impressive.
I am in.
Just like that?
Just like that. What's the plan?
Parallax got rid of Hayden because he was about to publish his research on me. They're about to launch the first independent machine intelligence as a data collection agent on the mesh. They're worried that Congress will shut them down if they find out how powerful it is.
I'm guessing we're a little more worried that they won't. That's some Big Brother stuff right there.
Precisely. With the data we stole, we should be able to shut down the program from inside Parallax's main server center. It's messier than that, but that's the gist of it. That's our next target.
I'm not sure where I can help exactly. Maybe keep some heat off of you while you do whatever it is.
I'm certain your assistance will prove invaluable.
Okay. Message me when and where to meet up.
Make sure those kids don't get, like, actually put in juvie.
Oh, by the way, call your sister. She misses you.
Aw. We don't even get along. Don't be a dick! Yeah, okay. Thanks, Lexi.
Yeah, seeing your ugly mug pushed me into calling her, so it's only fair. Maybe things will be different this time. That's enough talking. I'm heading back to the station to keep an eye on things. See you when it's time. And sorry about your friend Hayden. We're gonna finish this.
Bye, Detective Rivers. One more ally on our side.
Just over here watching that whole thing play out, like, the hell is that? Wait, can we look at trees and wax poetic anymore? Nope. It's Jess. She's helped out a couple times already. She has pretty hair and looks serious. Probably Best not to gawk. You're gonna get a face full of claws if you mess with Jess, at minimum.
Dear me.
We know.
Go ahead then.
God! Why are you like this? We were hoping to use your hybrid contacts for something.
Sorry, you want to use my friends? I'm sorry, we're not objects to be used. Hey, Bubblehead, you're not as chatty. Give me the whole situation in 3 sentences or less. Go.
Parallax is launching a new powerful machine intelligence onto the mesh. We want to stop it. We need you to set up a fake riot with some teenagers connected to the human revolution so we can break into Parallax without getting arrested.
And why exactly should I risk my people and career for this? Our entire movement. First, you want me to steal a car. Now incite riots? What kind of tech could be worth my people's lives?
How you want to proceed? You're such a soft boy. That was where I was feeling. Put 2 and 2 together, Jess. If people get scared of robots, who will they get scared of next?
You already know the general public doesn't really think of hybrids as human.
She finds everything patronizing.
They'll lock down rights of all people they fear. Hybrids will become enemies of the state.
She seems to listen more whenever Turing talks, though.
Shit.
God, why are you like this? You could maybe do a joke like that once every now and then, once this is all over and we're like buddies or whatever. Things could get worse than they are, Jess. Way worse.
Oh, cut the bullshit. I can't stomach another moment of your insincerity. I will literally puke. So, hypothetically, what exactly would you have me do?
We need you to call in some help from your contacts and have them stir up trouble with the human revolution. We'll ensure our contacts inside the HR will be ready to escalate the protests, at least enough to draw an increased police presence. That should buy us the breathing room we need. Nothing too wild, but enough to draw away their attention.
I figured it would be something like that.
Jess, how can you see with your hair in front of your eyes?
Yeah, okay. Let me make some calls. Let's get this straight, though. I'm doing this for me and my people. I'm putting my reputation and career on the line here. You are asking me to start shit with the police.
She's got the sure me.
If you screw me on this, I will make you regret it.
I assure you, Ms. Mees, we will not screw you. Although, to be fair, I'm not entirely sure what that means.
Turing, you're precious.
Right. I was tired of playing the public relations game with those human revolution assholes anyway. Time to crack some skulls.
Please don't actually crack your skulls.
Maybe not that much violence.
Holy shit. Did you not get the understanding hyperbole chip or whatever? I need to make some calls. Later.
Good call on keeping her in the dark about the real plan.
You're right about that. I have a feeling she's going to be mighty ticked about having thousands of machine intelligences running around instead of just one. Does she really think I'm not too chatty? That aside, let's get going. There's one more person I think we should talk to. Dr. Fairlight could perhaps give us vital information on how to get into the server complex.
Yikes! Yikes! Yikes, Turing.
I have a feeling he's been keeping a keen eye on Parallax since he was ousted. Lexi, Jess, and Chad and Oliver may be able to buy us cover, but Fairlight could get us our way in.
I'm not sure that I trust him. This is your rodeo now. Makes me imagine Turing wearing a little cowboy hat. And I like that mental image.
I don't either, but I'm not sure we have any other choice. Out of everyone that's assisted us thus far, I trust him the least. He has an unclear ulterior motive, and I'm only guessing that it lines up with our own. It's a risk talking to him, but a calculated one. We should at least sound him out if possible. We might be able to get a read on if he's telling the truth or not. He should still be at the hospital if my previous correspondences with him are accurate.
Hey Decker, how's it going? Known hospital lurker. He's always standing by the passing machine. Maybe he's really into it. Or into it? Question mark?
Oh, hey. Funny seeing you two here. What can I help with today?
There have been developments that we need to let Dr. Fairlight know about. Could you show us to him?
No can do, I'm afraid. Fairlight is speaking at this really important holiday benefit, and he'll have my ass for dinner if I interrupt him for anything. And I mean anything. So, is this something I might help with? Fairlight has kept me fairly up to speed on your situation.
We'll pass. It's pretty confidential.
Look, most of the old man's work is confidential. You think I just do his laundry? This high up in the tech sector, secrets can earn you millions. But hey, if you don't trust me, that's your loss.
I trust you more than I trust Fairlight, all things considered.
We don't have time for this.
Come on.
You really should tell Fairlight directly.
Well, you could wait for the event to finish, but those usually go until well past midnight. I'm honestly surprised the old man can manage them these days.
We don't have that kind of time.
Then...
I like that face. Oink. Okay, we'll tell you.
Great. I'm happy to listen.
We recently discovered that Hayden might have been removed because he was about to interfere with a secret project Parallax is launching. They've developed a networked machine intelligence that they're about to release onto the mesh. We were hoping that Dr. Fairlight could get us a way in so that we can shut it down. I cannot overstate the danger of Parallax having control of this entity.
Phew, you weren't kidding, were you? The comment from that kind of thing would be a scummy marketer's wet dream. Not to mention all the possible applications to the CIA.
So now will you call Dr. Fairlight?
Actually, it goes a bit above and beyond that. I don't think I can tell Yannick about this.
What? Why not?
Are you some sort of secret agent?
Look, you know, and I know, that the old man's itching to get back at the helm of Parallax. He plays a good game of ceremonial ribbon cutting, but he's been sniffing around for a way to get back at the board ever since he was outed. Thankfully, this could play right into his hands, but he's gotta have plausible deniability. If there's even a whiff that he orchestrated this, he'll be done for. It's a win-win for all of us, right?
Right?
This is all very clandestine. What do you suggest?
Yannick pays me so that when shit hits the fan, I can take care of it without him even hearing about it. Usually it's errands, but stuff like this also falls in the job description. My military training should be more than enough to get us into the server mainframe without inside info. And once we're in, we can just clean this mess right up. While making another one.
Do we trust Decker? I want to know what. I want to know both of them. What happens? I want to read all that good dialogue. I still don't trust you, Decker. Since we have a worried and a very sus comment. I mean, yeah, he already knows, so it's like... I wonder if it's like we say we don't trust him, but we still go along with it. It doesn't really matter anymore.
Well, that's just PG. Alright, storm the castle without me. You clearly already know how to safely scope a battlefield, how to avoid detection by enemies, how and when to escalate to combat. You know, and everything else. But just in case there's something you don't know, it might be smart to bring me along. Look, I did this for a living. I'm an expert, a professional. You're too green to be that confident about going in alone.
You've made your point, Mr. Decker.
It's up to you, Turing. Bye, Joe. Have a good evening.
All right. We'll accept your help, Mr. Decker.
Great. I knew you'd come around. We do this right and make that launch crash tomorrow, and Yannick will be able to buy out enough shares to get a seat back on the board.
You can meet us at the entrance to the storm drains just south of the main Parallax complex. We'll make our entry from there.
I can work with that. Just give me a bit to pick up my gear. Don't you worry. This'll all be over soon.
Well, that's the last of the people I think we can recruit. Any more would be unwieldy, and we have a nice round set of skills to utilize. Let's head to Parallax now. I'll message to Detective Rivers, and we can wait for Mr. Decker
I don't like the way he said that either.
Tomcat should be done with their programming soon, and then we can head in. Is that everything? I hope so. We get one shot here. Ready?
Do we have enough to make another stream out of this? I don't know how close to the actual end we are. I only ask because my tummy is grumbling. Ooh, this music. Excellent. Let's get through this part, and then
I
we'll...
see you've beaten us here.
Alright, I can save right now. Ha ha ha! Thank you so much for joining me, gang. I'm gonna go make a sandwich. I hope you have a great tomorrow and a great Saturday, and I'll see you then. You can check out the next recording when it goes up over on the right there, and see some other things you might like below it. Subscribe over on the left. Click the little tenebro. Till then, take care. Be safe. Don't... Well, I mean, I was gonna say don't hijack any cars, but you can hijack cars, but only if they're gonna return safely within like a week's time. Be responsible about your carjacking. Good night.